All right, it's Tuesday, October 17th. I'm buying some SPY 435 puts here. This is out a little more than a week at 394. I already own these, so I'm buying some more actually. This is the 1 minute chart. I'm kind of buying it on this rally up here. If we look at the 15-minute chart today, this is just after a big drop down. This is a little bit of a pullback, so I'm buying the puts here, looking obviously for price to resume lower. I'll get into more of a recap at the end of the day, but essentially it was a day on the daily chart. If I go to that, where you had the 3 bar to the upside, so it's brought. We took out the lower lows and the higher highs, and we did hit that target that I had mentioned in the recap video yesterday, these triple highs. So it looks like it just wanted to take out those stops. Then you're looking at that point, after it takes out the stops, what kind of pullback do you get? And then it was orderly for a couple of bars, 3, and then all of a sudden it really moved down much more than an orderly pullback to test those highs again. So if anything, to me, it was just broadening action to take out some liquidity. Now the downtrend potentially resumes after this big. I'm just patiently waiting here for a little bit of a pause area. Now for about an hour, just pausing up here, I decided to buy the puts, expecting it to head lower. Again, in the big picture here on the weekly chart, it was a type of thing where we're having a tough time after 2 days really following through on this bar. And we failed yesterday a little bit. We're failing today again. So if we can just now, really get this thing below the purple line, turn this bar red, we have the rest of the week to start heading lower here. And in the big picture, we've talked about how this is a resistance area in this little gap in here, and the quarterly chart has still room to go much lower once the reverse happens. So I'm kind of watching for each different kind of reversals to the downside. And this is one example here where you kind of moved all the way up, took out liquidity, and then this secondary push, the pullback doesn't give you a secondary push back to those highs. To me, that's a reversal back to the downside. So we'll see how much lower it might want to close today. We'll kind of recap this bar, but obviously I'm looking for lower prices, and that'll be confirmed if this was just taking out liquidity. So we'll find that out in time. The options now, I bought them at 394. They're slowly grinding up to 412, 416, 417. So we'll see if we can get, another push down today, and maybe it's going to end up with a crazy day where we kind of took out the low, the high, and then all the way back to the low. That's what we're generally getting out here. We're getting higher highs and, hopefully lower lows eventually in this key reversal area in the big picture. So let's see what unfolds for the rest of the day.